Title: The Cursed Jungle, a Survival Challenge. Chapter 1. Into the unknown. Rohan and Vikram, two best friends and adventure enthusiasts, decided to take on a survival challenge. Their plan: survive for 7 days in the heart of the Blackwood Jungle, an uncharted and supposedly cursed forest. Armed with only minimal supplies, a knife, a flint, a small water filter, and a camera to document their journey, they ventured into the dense, eerie wilderness. Locals had warned them against entering the jungle. People go in, but they don't come out the same, an old man had muttered. Ignoring the superstitions, they recorded a confident introduction for their survival vlog and stepped past the last signs of civilization. Chapter 2. The first night's Unease. As the sun dipped behind the trees, the jungle grew unsettlingly silent. They built a small shelter from leaves and branches, set up a fire, and boiled water from a nearby stream. The first night seemed manageable until Vikram woke up sweating, his heart racing. "Did you hear that?" he whispered, shaking Rohan awake. A faint whisper drifted through the trees, but there was no wind. It almost sounded like their names. Rohan dismissed it as paranoia, but deep inside, he felt a chill run down his spine. Chapter 3. The Vanishing Path. The next morning, they packed up and decided to explore deeper into the jungle. However, when they turned to leave, the path they had taken in had disappeared. Their footprints had vanished. Every direction looked identical. "This isn't possible," Rohan murmured, determined to stay calm. They marked trees with their knife to avoid getting lost again, but as they moved forward, they found the same markings repeating, as if they had walked in circles. Chapter 4. The predators' eyes. Food was scarce, and their hunger grew unbearable. Vikram climbed a tree to search for fruit, when he froze mid-movement. "Rohan, there's something out there," he whispered. Glowing eyes peered at them from the undergrowth. At first, they thought it was a wild animal, but then, the eyes blinked sideways. The creature slithered back into the jungle, leaving them shaken. Chapter 5. The Abandoned Camp. By day 3, exhaustion weighed them down. Stumbling through the thick foliage, they discovered an abandoned campsite. Torn tents, rusted utensils, and a decayed diary lay scattered around. They flipped open the diary. The last entry read, "We are not alone. The jungle watches," it whispers. "If you hear your own voice calling you, do not follow it." He sprinted blindly, lungs burning, the jungle shifting around him. The trees twisted, blocking his path, but he pushed through. The whispers turned to screams. Then a break in the trees. He burst out onto a dirt road. Civilization. Turning back, he saw the jungle silent once more, as if nothing had happened. Vikram was gone. Days later, he checked their camera footage. The last recording, Vikram staring at the lens, whispering, "The jungle never lets go."